What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Hope everybody's doing well this Monday evening, getting them nice start off to the week. Just a few more days before Christmas, and hope everybody's got their Christmas shopping done and is getting in some Christmas spirit. There's a lot of Christmas spirit going on here in the shop. What I'm about to show y'all is is done up in. Tell you what, old Saint Nick, old big Santa Claus, he would be wanting to drive this one around on the street, boy. I tell you what, why? Because it is his favorite color and Pappy's favorite color, red. Candy apple red. That's what I done with this Revell Anglia street rod. This old kit right here fought me tooth and nail. This old 48 Anglia. This was part of the Skips Fiesta Drive-In series. This kit was popped around 1989, so it's got a little age on it, and it showed. But fitment, oh my goodness, man! I tell you what, I had fitment issues, especially because all the doors are cut off or opened up on this kit. The passenger, the driver, the trunk door, as far as back there, the front hinged hood, that was all of it opens up. But I tell you what, it fought me tooth and nail. But I think I knocked this one out of the park. At least I think I did. But y'all let me know. Let me pull this away, and we're gonna show you what's going on with this old kit. There we go, man. I tell you, this one right here, it was fun. Did a lot of stuff at, especially in the paint area that I have never tried before. I've never just tried doing a straight candy color, just other than if it's is advertised as a candy color. But actually, what I did was take the kit was molded in red. It had red styrene. So, with that being said, usually when you do a red styrene, you paint a red styrene, you better go with the color that it's molded in or something pretty close to it. So, what I did was, and usually if it's molded red and I'm doing a color change, I usually spray it with silver. Well, this time I was going with red to begin with, but I used a base color of Tamiya Gold. And that was the first color that I laid down. The second color was actually, it was transparent red, and that is almost, I mean, you can see through it as long as you spray a light coat over it. And I think I did a guide coat, and that didn't cover up all the gold and had a little bleed through with the gold. And that's what you want with a candy color. You want that gold to kind of bleed through. Then I came back with a second light dusting of transparent red, and that's where I left it at, and that's what we got right here. Once everything dried probably 2 to 3 days, I went ahead and shot it with the TS13 clear. I did about I think it was 3 coats of clear on it, and this is the effect I got. And then after the buffing, the polishing, and then the waxing, this is what we come out with right here. Let's spin it around. I'll tell you what all we got, what all we did to it. As I stated earlier, the doors they were already cut off. Well, that's the way they're made. This kit has opening doors, opening hood, opening trunk. First, to round off on the inside of the interior, just used what came in it as far as the interior. The only thing I did different in there was I did flock the floor and put seat belts in there, as you can already see. I used a kind of like a desert yellow on the seats, and then went with NATO brown on the floors, and just did some Tamiya brown panel liner. The firewall right there, we just sprayed that with a kind of a bare aluminum. That way, it kind of took the effect of how it has an aluminum firewall, and did the same in the trunk area that separates the rear seat. Just actually, what I did with it, and on the trunk lid right there, I used aluminum bare metal foil over some sheet styrene. The other thing rounding out the trunk there, the batteries that it had a set of dual batteries that came with the kit, and I didn't want to use that. So what I did, I had 2 of the battery boxes that comes with the Revell. I think the 29 Roadsters and stuff. I salvaged those, took those and painted them red and put them back there. I also flocked the trunk in that area where the fuel cell and where the batteries are at. Well, come on around. This is another. Tell you what, let me open up this rear. Well, this door, it'll stay open. And there's kind of what I did as far as as far as kind of the tufting. I just used some Tamiya Panaline accent color. It's a brown, which I went with the desert tan, then just used that brown panel liner. It looked a lot better than hitting it with like a black or anything. So I think that kind of rounded it out. Just made me some gauges that in there on the dash panel, and rounded that out pretty nicely. Here's what we did right here with the now. As far as the engine itself, this engine is the kit engine. I think it's an Oldsmobile with the injectors. Plumbed everything, wired it, put a magneto in it, and the injector stacks, they were just chunks of plastic. They really just didn't look very good. So I threw those away and cut me some K&S tubing for some velocity stacks, and just mounted those in there, and I think that turned out pretty well. The bottom of as far as up underneath it, everything's painted body color or is, painted aluminum. Block is painted a kind of a GM blue color. The headers that comes off this thing, they leave you with some kind of little chunk of plastic for it just really didn't look good. I threw that away, and then I took some K&S, some kind of large, probably I don't know what size it was, the largest piece of K&S tubing that comes in that you can buy. And we just cut those tips off, and just use those tips right there, about the same length but same diameter. But it looks a heck of a lot better than what the kit came through with. But just generally, this was this was a fun little kit. It felt like I said earlier, it did kind of want to fight me tooth and nail. But it is what it is. You gotta overcome whatever a kit brings you, and just make it yours, and let's leave that thing parked right there. That's pretty impressive stance right there. The only thing about the kit that I do not like, I can't close the doors fully. They'll close, and then they kind of pop open a little bit. So this is how I'll show it at a show, and this is how it's probably going to go into the case until we do start carrying it to some shows. So, but this is like I said earlier, Santa Claus would want to hop in this one to deliver them packages out with this. I kind of just carried the red theme, from the exterior color to the interior. Did the red seat belts, the red battery boxes. Just kind of did that like I normally do. Don't try to use too many colors in a build. Just kind of leave it 2 to 3, maybe 3 colors total. But there she is, Revell Anglia street rod, done up North Pole style, but of course built at the West Georgia Rods and Customs. Hope everybody's enjoyed watching this as I've been putting it together. Got a lot of comments on it, and I really do appreciate it. Just from when I was putting it together during some of the hangouts and stuff, or working on it, but really do appreciate that. Appreciate all my subscribers. All the wonderful comments that y'all make, man. I tell you what, y'all make it worthwhile building these things like this. Anyhow, folks, remember, if you can dream it, build it. Next week's Christmas. I tell you what, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year. Hope everybody has a wonderful and safe Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.